I experienced in my family, and I'm sure many of you have, passing in the family, someone passing, someone that's very close to you, someone that you just love so much, so much. They're here one day and then they're gone the next. And in the midst of that, there are other people that love that person, especially if it's family members. And there's a lot of chaos during a time of a passing and a loss of a loved one. There's a lot of chaos going around, a lot of chaos, especially in the family, especially in the family. And people are just not themselves. I mean, it's like a metamorphosis. They turn into someone else. It seems like because they feeling the whatever. Everybody don't express themselves the same way. And as the saying goes, hurt people because I've experienced it myself. I've had loss in my family, and I've had family members in some form or fashion express themselves. And you don't want to say in a negative way, but you're perceiving it as negative. But the human psychic is something else. It really is. It's amazing how something can just change the way a person thinks and feels. Well, I believe it's the feelings that change the thoughts or change the reaction in the way a person acts and from what they're reacting to. And nothing can compound more devastating on the person's mind than the loss of a family member or a loved one or a real close friend. Hurt people hurt people. That is so true. I haven't always known that phrase, that expression, hurt people. But boy, if it's whoever came up with it, just hit it on the nail head with that one. Because I don't think I've ever experienced so much hurt from people during time of a loss. That is the most devastating time in anybody's life when it comes to someone that's close to you, that's a family member or a loved one or a close friend. How do you forgive a person who is hurt and they're hurting you because they are hurt and they're feeling some kind of way and they have to get it out? So you are the sounding board, or you are the one that they particularly chose to release their hurt on. And I'm going to be honest, it took me a while. It really took me a while to actually forgive those people that really hurt me, because at the same time, I was hurting. You're hurting, and I'm talking about time of a loss. Someone that's dear to you, you lose in your life. They're gone. They're never coming back. You're never going to see them again. And you hear the saying that, oh, well, they'll be back and you'll see them again sometime, and then when in another life and all that. Get at it. It. Sometimes people just don't know what to say. You know. But anyway, it took me a while. It took me a while, and I have to be honest. I have to. I have to be honest. It took me a while to forgive those people. And these are close members, in my family. Because they were so mean. But they didn't mean it because they were hurting. And it's like a wildfire, like gasoline being poured on the fire to make it even. Because the fire is already there and it's already burning. But then they just pour gasoline on it because they think more and more and more about the loss. So they just psychologically go through some things and they just take it out on you or take it out on the person who is close to them. But like I said, the human psychic is something else. But I eventually forgave them, yeah. And because someone said to me, because I was saying how hurt I was and how those people were treating me, and I had someone very close to me say, "Hey, you know." Matter of fact, I'm just, it was a close family member, and the person said, you shouldn't take it. Try not to take it as to heart as you are taking it, because hurt people hurt people. And at that time, I didn't want to hear that. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if hurt people hurt people. They're hurting me. You know. I just have to say, if you're going through things in life, such as a loss, and you got people hurting you because they are hurt, run. No. I wish that was the case. You can't run because you have to be around to support other people in the family who are also suffering from the loss of the person that you all are in love with. So my advice is to try not to take it to heart and try to, even though I'm going to be honest with you, me personally, it was tough. It was tough. But try to just bear with it and bear with them, and then try to understand that they're the ones that are hurting too, and their emotions are out of control. Their mental stability is out of control, and they really don't know what they're doing because they're just expressing. It's their way of, as like a release valve, and unfortunately, the steam from that release valve is hitting you. But it's hard to understand and to try and be understandable when you're the victim of a hurt person hurting you. But it takes strength. And if anybody out there, anybody who's watching this is going through that right now, losing a loved one and then having other loved ones come down on you, may it be because now sometimes it could be that person was feeling a certain kind of way about you all along. That could be the case too. But in most cases, that people are just hurt. So just try to hang in there and deal with your hurt, and just make sure you control your hurt and try to be the understanding and the mature one. Because in the end, you will basically not look better, but you will feel better about yourself. Because it has nothing to do with what anybody else thinks about you when it comes to you maintaining control of your emotions towards a person who is hurt and they're trying to hurt you, or they're hurting you, blindly hurting you. So, anyway, it's tough, but it's doable.